as we now get set for the gold medal match for the guys. We once again congratulate the Netherlands on picking up the bronze medal, but now the Aussies and the team from Japan will fight it out for gold and silver. The men's team gold medal match here on the River Boulevard, and the team from Australia seated third onto the field of play first. These three beat Brazil in a shoot-off, won another shoot-off with France, and then defeated the Dutch 6-2. There's Ryan TYACK. We'll talk a great deal about him as this match progresses. And on the right, with the sunglasses and the beard, Taylor Worth. So a strong team. Taylor Worth, Ryan TYACK, and Matthew Gray, 40 years old. Matthew Gray still out there, still competing, still going strong. Now the team from Japan, seated 8th. They come in after winning a shoot-off with China. They shut out India and then did the same to Ukraine. So let's meet the three competitors for the team from Japan. FURUKAWA Takaharu on the left, KIKUCHI Hideki in the middle, and Ota Shohei on the right. Shohei, excuse me. So the 3rd seed against the 8th seed. And some terrific archers on both of these teams. Taylor Worth, Ryan TYACK. We saw what Ryan TYACK could do at the Indoor World Championships in Nîmes back in February.
Yeah, I think he won the event, right?
He did win the gold medal, yes.
Yes. The interesting one on this team, on the Aussie team, is Taylor Worth. He actually had some problems with obtaining his visa to get here and arrived the morning of the qualification round, like 6 a.m.
That's a little unnerving.
Yeah, it is, because is your equipment going to get there, and you just spent that much time on a plane, and now you got to go shoot a qualification round. But nonetheless, he's ranked in the top 8. That's a great opening from Mr. Furukawa. And so he got there, ranked in the top 8. I believe he's going to a medal match in the individuals tomorrow, and he's here in the team medal match. I mean, this guy can shoot.
Ota Shohei, 22 years old.
Nice shot.
Good shot.
2 great shots to start off for Japan. Japan already has 1 medal here in team competition this morning. The women winning the bronze.
The men will come away with a medal, whether it's gold or silver is the question.
KIKUCHI Hideki, 28 years old. So 3 strong shots to start off the match. Now here's Ryan TYACK, who did win the gold medal at the Indoor Championship in Nîmes back in February, and sticks it just inside the line for a 9. Matthew Gray, 40 years old, holds down a full-time job, has a family, but still finds time to practice and is good enough to be at this level of competition on the World Cup stage.
Very good. Ready.
So 2 9s to start off for the Aussies, and Taylor Worth, 23 years old and ranked 18th in the world, stepping up to the line. I suppose not much will faze him after the story you just told.
He's a resilient kid, so give him that much credit. And that's a 9. Hitting, I believe, Ryan TYACK's arrow.
A little bit higher. A little bit higher.
So 9-9-9 for the Aussies. Japan up by 2 points in this set, trying to win 2 set points. And FURUKAWA Takaharu posts another 9. Here is KIKUCHI Hideki.
No, this is Ota.
Oh, excuse me, you're right, it is Ota Shohei. And now KIKUCHI, who took home a mixed team silver medal from Shanghai 2 years ago, and a team silver medal here in Shanghai in 2010. Would prefer gold this time.
So 57 points for the first set for Japan. Australia needs 3 10s for these next 3 arrows to tie.
Very good 10.
TYACK on the line, that's a 10. Interesting, as soon as he lets that arrow fly, he's out of there. He's going to leave time for his teammate Matthew Gray.
A little bit of a shake here.
Very good, Matty. Fine,
Able to hold it together, though.
Japan takes the first set.
Here's Taylor Worth, who finished 7th in Bellic at the World Championships, and he finishes on off with a 9.
No, that was a 7.
Oh, 7,
It
excuse
was
me.
almost off screen, but it was a 7 high left.
Heavy one is higher.
A moot point, as Japan had already wrapped up the set and takes a 2-0 lead over Australia. So Japan with 3 10s and 3 9s to get this party started. And the men from down under talking it over, pumping each other up. Still a ways to go in this match. This, of course, the first stage of 4 stages to be held this summer, this spring. Next month we'll be in Medellin, Colombia, followed by Antalya, Turkey in June. We'll take July off. Although I know you'll be practicing and everybody else will be practicing as well. And then we'll all convene again in Wrocław, Poland in August before the World Cup final in Lausanne, Switzerland in September.
So the interesting thing about Australia as well is this is the only World Cup they are attending this year. So the fact that they're here fighting for a medal, it's a great way to be at your only World Cup.
Ryan TYACK, 22 years old, followed up his win in Nîmes by winning the Australian Open Championship title, and he's wide to the right.
And the wind is picking up on the field. You can see the flags.
It is a big transition going from indoors to outdoors.
Oh, very big, yes. A lot of Canadians have that problem because we have
You have to train, yeah.
very long winters, and we have to get out to the outdoor season and compete with everybody. So it can be a problem, but if you do it properly, you can be good at it.
We'll have to get you down to the Easton Foundation's Archery Center in Salt Lake City.
I train at the one in Florida. I've been there a couple times, but I haven't been to the Utah one. So that's another
I'll pick
option.
you up at the airport. I'll take you over.
But that's another option that a lot of archers have been resorting to. A lot of archers who have longer winters or cold winters and don't have facilities to train long distance will go out to another country, another location that has long distance outdoors, so that they can get themselves ready and prepared for high-level shooting in the early summer.
Nice roll.
Beautiful shooting by Japan. Back-to-back 10s by Ota Shohei and FURUKAWA Takaharu. And now here is KIKUCHI Hideki.
Okay.
All right.
Japan in good shape, though, here in this set. And the Aussies needing to bear down right now. Try to get back into this set. Better shot by TYACK. Good look at Matthew Gray, who was ranked 24th in the world back in 2010. He really likes the set system
Very good, made it.
being
Nice.
used now here in Recurve in team competition. I think his quote was, you know, us Aussies, we may not be as talented, but we fight as hard as anybody else. And if you'll battle, you have a chance in the set system.
That's very true, and that goes for anybody, but he's definitely right, and he's hit the nail on the head right there.
And Taylor Worth
Shooting.
hits the 9 ring.
Hello, 11 o'clock. 9:08.
So Japan needs a
Roll.
24.
And the way they've been shooting, you would assume they would score that or more. Although it's dangerous to assume in archery or anything.
Well, 24 averages out to all 3 arrows being 8s,
Eights.
but the first one was a 10 already. So
Takes a little bit of the pressure off of Ota Shohei.
Okay.
9. So
Mr.
it's a
KIKUCHI.
5 to lead. So anything blue or better. having shot against him, I know he can do that.
Nice shot.
Focused, pinpoint precision in the 10 ring, and Japan takes the second set and takes a commanding 4-0 lead.
That's amazing shooting because they just put down 2 ends, I will say ends, of 57 for winning both of those sets. So that's, given set score, given match play, whatever type of format you're shooting, 3 points down from perfect is a very good way to shoot your match.
Japan came out ready to roll, and right now on a roll, leading 4-0 in this match, needing just to split the next set, as you've already mentioned, Crispin. Crispin Duenas, by the way, joining us, the bronze medalist from the World Championships in Belek last year. And as you've mentioned, Crispin, all they need to do really now is split this next set, pick up 1 more point, and go back to the hotel and have a nice lunch.
So yes, it's going to be set system. It is set system, as we can see on the screen here. But unlike individual, the race is not to 6 set points. So 6 set points doesn't win. It does win, but 5 set points actually wins in team set play. So Japan just needs to tie Australia in this next set to win.
So TYACK to shoot first.
Come on, Ryan.
Well, it's an 8 or a 9. It's really close.
The asterisk goes up by that score, as Matthew Gray would love to keep shooting and go to Rio with Australia in 2 years. Nails a 9. And here is Taylor Worth, who saw his streak of wins over Brady Ellison come to an end this past winter, as he dropped the bronze medal match to Brady Ellison in Nîmes. Good shot, though, by Taylor on that attempt. And Australia putting up a fight. Japan leading 4-0 here in the 3rd set.
Okay.
And Mr. FURUKAWA with a 9. Ota Shohei. His 4th year on the international scene.
A little bit of a bobble there.
Okay.
Kept it in the 9 ring.
さあ、しっかりっていこう。しっかり。
And a 10 right here would put Japan ahead.
Nice shot.
Yeah, there it is.
And there it is.
Well, it potentially ahead because Australia's first arrow was that 8 asterisk.
You're
so
right.
It could be an 8 or a 9. You never see the scores go down. So Australia could have 28 points.
Conceivably, yes.
And that's important to know coming in for the last few arrows.
TYACK looking at the world through orange-colored glasses. Strong shot for Ryan TYACK. Matthew Gray's right. The Aussies are battling.
A little bit of a shake right now. There he goes.
Held it a long time, but got it to go in the 9 ring.
And that shows his experience, just with how much he's shot in the past. And we call it arrows in the bank. He's got so many arrows in the bank that even if it doesn't feel right, he can still put it in the middle.
3, 2, 1.
With 1 second to go,
Yeah, very good, very good.
Taylor Worth shoots a 9.
And that's why you put somebody who can speed up their shot as a last person, just in case that happens.
FURUKAWA Takaharu.
Okay.
And his coach is right, it was okay. okay too.
9 or 10, yeah.
Ota Shohei setting it up for Kikuchi Hideki.
So a 10 would guarantee the win. A 9 would be a little bit more difficult, and we'd have to get some arrow calls. There it is.
No question about it. That
Japan
removes
wins.
all doubt.
Wow, that was very good shooting. Coming through with a 10 on the last arrow for the pressure shot for the medal. It's a tough thing to do.
With emphasis, Kikuchi Hideki comes through with a 10. Dead center shot. So there'll be no suspense, there'll be no drama. The judges will still go down, take a close look at that score to see if it was an 8 or a 9, but it's a moot point at this point as Japan strong right from the very start. And for the second time today, we have seen in the gold medal match, the victorious team come away with a 6-0 victory. A little bit surprising in gold medal matches to see teams win 6-0.
Yeah, it's a great thing to have to show that, you know, like, these teams should be here. There's no question about it. But another thing that you could also argue is that both teams made it there, so they should both be kind of at a comparable level. But to show that there's one team that really has the experience, the fight in them, the number of 10s in them, it's really good to see that.